Hey there, this is Melissa Kitto of Communicate with Angels, and I wanted to just give you this last minute encouragement and invitation to join me for the Communicate with Your Angels online course. Enrollment is closing for this live experience of the course on Tuesday, June 15th at 9 p.m. USA Eastern Time. So enrollment is closing very soon. It won't open again until around November of this year. So if you are still on the fence, if you need a little bit more information or weighing up your options about whether this is a good fit for you, then you are in the right place watching this video. I created this course over 10 plus 20 years of experience in teaching people the tools to establish a direct two-way communication with their angels. And I have upgraded it recently here in 2021 to include the best of the best. The reason I'm so passionate about this is because I know these tools are simple, they're clear, they're direct, anyone can do them, and I know how much benefit it can bring to your life. So again, the enrollment page is communicatewithangels.com/enroll. After that deadline, you're not going to see that sign up page anymore. You're going to see a page that says, hey, enrollment is closed. Get on the wait list for when enrollment opens again 6 months from now. So now is the time to make your decision. And there is no better way for you to get the information and inspiration that you need to make the decision about whether this investment is a good fit for you than to hear from the students themselves. I have hopped on Zoom video with some of my recent students and just in a relaxed, informal way asked them, hey, what was your experience with the course? Where were you when you signed up? What were you struggling with? What did you hope to learn? And where are you now? And you can hear their stories and their transformation that they've experienced and know that you can do this too. So without further ado, let's hear from the students. I'm here with Jackie. So what was it that you kind of inspired you to sign up for the Communicate with Your Angels online course?
I have been, personally and professionally, wanting for a long time to improve my communication with angels and guidance. I had been looking for a while for a Connect with Your Angels course, and I've been interested in angels, and I've read different books, and I've listened to different podcasts and whatnot, but everything still made it feel kind of hard to grasp. And so I really wanted to take a course to just feel more confident in my ability to communicate with angels. And what I really liked about this course was that it made it very easy. So I think that's one of the reasons that I had been second guessing messages that I had been receiving is just honestly probably because other ways that I was going about learning it kind of overcomplicated it and made me get stuck in over intellectualizing or questioning certain things. And so I really liked this course because it made it very simple. And I think that just the way that you get messages became very simple and clear. And the way that you can double check what you're receiving became very simple and clear. And then the one-on-one that we got was really the kicker. It's such an important part because it gave you the clarity to really trust your intuition and how you receive it.
Yeah, so many people have that experience of second guessing their intuition and their guidance. So it sounds like that was a challenge for you. So now that you've learned these tools, and like you say, I love to keep it simple. So I love that that came through for you. So now that you've learned the tools, are you trusting your guidance more?
Yeah, I'm at the minimum cleansing like when I wake up, getting a keyword, cleansing before I go to sleep, getting a keyword. Those are, I think, a really good way to debrief and prepare for a day and just kind of be more open to what might come throughout the day. And I love the just cleansing in between things during the day and feeling the chills and knowing you're supported. It really does feel like a weight is lifted off of you.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. So is there anything else you'd like to share with people, how this has helped you and why you might recommend it to others?
I think if you're at all interested in the 4 clairs, then I think it's a great way to better understand what they are and know that all 4 exist within you and know how to tap into each of them and how to work with them and then strengthen your ability to tap into them. And also, I love learning these things and working with guidance and energy, especially virtually. I think in person it's powerful, but I think that when we do it virtually, it shows you even more how powerful it is, how in the group calls, I loved all the different experientials you had us do with each other because it proves it in real time.
Yeah, the stuff is really real and it works.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Jackie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, hi, everybody. I'm here with Tally, who lives in Andover, Minnesota. And she did the course back in February of 2020. So, Tally, at that time, what was your experience of your spiritual communication?
At that time, I was hitting a roadblock. I was doing mostly a lot of stuff on my own, watching, reading, and I just couldn't get anywhere. My intuition, I feel like I'm not making a connection. I did have some experience like dreams and stuff like that, but that was just it. You were talking about communication with angels, and then I started looking into that. The first time I look at it, I wasn't quite ready to make that leap of faith. And then following year, I was like, well, I need it because everything I tried, the tools on my own just wasn't working for me.
Ah, beautiful. So how did the tools that you learned in the course help you?
It actually opened the door for me. So if I didn't do it, I probably would be stuck where I was at. So it opened the door for me. I was able to communicate, starting with that 1 word, 2 word, and then it started getting stronger. And as I consistently do them daily, and then it just started to bring me, I just started to pick up more.
Nice. So one thing I love about Tally is she's very active in our Angel Communicators Facebook group. And one thing I offer is that once you've enrolled in the course, you get to stay in that group and stay a part of the community. So how does that connection with your guides help you on a daily basis?
When I have like some clarity, some question, I'll ask, and then it'll tell me if it's the right timing or, be patient. So like, for example, I really wanted to go to a different unit in my workplace. And I've been manifesting that. And it's just been going very slow. And then my guides keep telling me, be patient, you'll get it. And then I finally got it.
Oh, I love it. That reminds me of my story of when I sold my house a couple of years ago. It's like my angels were like, no, it's going to happen fast. And it did. But it's like we have to trust that guidance even when we can't see it for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it keeps telling me it's not right timing. So it's like, okay, I'll wait, and then keep waiting. And then it finally happened.
What a wonderful thing. So do you have anything else you'd share to somebody who's maybe considering signing up for the course? Why would you recommend it to new people?
If you tried everything and you still haven't made that connection with your angels or your guides, and you found this program and it sparked your interest, then that's a sign for you to leap forward and take that. Like me, I took a leap of faith and look where I'm at.
Yeah. One thing I said to Tally when we hopped on video today was like, wow, you look really relaxed. I haven't talked to her for a while, so
yeah,
it's showing.
Yep. This is like the happiest that I ever been. And after, communicating, getting to know my guides and feeling that it's like, I'm not alone. I'm always loved. And sometimes we want that tangible feeling of seeing things, but it's actually the feeling that it's more satisfying than tangible items. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. Oh, thank you so much for sharing your story and experiences today, Tally.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So I am here with Jacqueline today. She is in Vancouver, Canada. And Jacqueline did just go through my Communicate with Angels course recently, but she had actually been a client for a while previously. So when you first took that first course in, I think it was April of 2020, what was your spiritual communication like? Because I know a lot of people really have trouble with trusting themselves. They find themselves second guessing. So what was that like for you?
That's exactly what it was like. I was second guessing. I didn't think I was hearing anything. I couldn't hear anything. And I kept thinking, maybe it's not. I don't trust anything. I don't trust myself. I don't trust my angels. I was just like, yeah. So this was the perfect course to go back and kind of find out what's going on and make sure I have all the pieces of the puzzle, because I thought maybe I'd missed something. So when I took this course, I just realized that it's a course that takes you from step 1 to step 2, and it just makes sure you have all the information that you need. It was wonderful. It just opened up the doors for me completely.
I love that. Yeah, there's a couple things that really stand out to me there is that you had already had a communication with your angels for about a year. I mean, obviously we all have it all our life, but more aware of that for about a year. And yet still the online course really helped you to trust that more and improve things.
Yes, I guess I was getting hits from them, like little nudges, and they were there backing me. But my communication with them on a personal communication didn't seem to be, it was hit and miss. And I just thought this course would kind of put things together. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, that's beautiful. So it sounds like your communication with your angels is more consistent now, would you say?
Much more consistent. And I trust so much more now. Trust myself, trust them. And I mean, having the communication always is very important.
Yeah. So if you were to share with somebody that's considering signing up for the course, what would you share with them to recommend it?
Well, I loved everything about the course. I thought that how it was laid out, I guess it's the teacher in me, the high school teacher in me, but it was laid out in such a great way. The modules were wonderful, and then each module had a video, and then within every video there was a demonstration by yourself, and then you also gave us time to practice before the next set of module, or the next module and the next video. That was excellent. And then you also gave us the PDFs, which at first I went, I already know this. And then I thought, but why don't I write things down? So it was like I was reviewing everything by writing it down. And it was like information was right there for me. Everything just started to smooth in. Then we went through the weekly online Zooms, and that was wonderful. Those were like the best part for me, because then I got a chance to share. So there was my outflow. And then as soon as I had my outflow, then I was ready to get back into the modules and have more inflow. And I've learned from you that it's important to share, because then I can get more in. Yeah. And that's always very important to me. The Facebook group, as much as I wished I had taken more of a role in it, I did realize, being in it for just here and there, that you had like-minded people that you could talk to, that you could share experiences with, ask questions. That was an excellent part of it. And personally, this whole course just made me feel that my gifts were all put together in a package. Well, the strength of my my spirituality. It enhanced everything in my spirituality.
Oh.
This course is not just for beginners at all.
Mm.
This course gets you wherever you're at and then just takes you.
Yes.
Excellent.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I agree. You can have some communication with your angels and you're going to be able to take it deeper. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for sharing with everybody.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here with Julie. She is in Illinois. She recently took the Communicate with Your Angels online course. So, Julie, why did you decide to sign up for the course? What were you looking for at the time?
I'd been looking into manifestations. The YouTube videos kind of all progressed to that point, and when I looked at your videos, they were very interesting, and I did some of the ones, I think get a word for the day, and it was oh my gosh, I think that worked. And so you had your course on Facebook that one of the evenings, and it was just all very interesting and seemed like that's actually me, even though it's not my family might not understand me, but I didn't really care. So I decided to join your sessions, and I've really loved them. I've learned a lot.
Yeah. So how was your connection with your angels at the beginning? Because a lot of people struggle with things like second guessing and doubting and not sure if it's really real. So how was that for you at the very beginning?
Very much so. Very, very much like that. It's did that word come to my head, or did I make that up? Did they tell me, or did I tell me? So then it was very difficult to tell. But over time, over the 4-week course, and even being in your sessions with the other groups, the group sessions, it's nice to see that other people have that same problem. It's not just me. Stop being hard on myself. Relax. And I'm getting better at it, and I'm really excited, and I can only see improvements from here.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned on one of our last group calls that you feel like you now have a relationship with them, right? You can hang out with them when you need to. So what's that been like?
When I'm in the car with myself, I always talk to myself, because it's the time when I can kind of vent and no one else is around to be offended by anything I might say. And so knowing the angels are there with me, I'm hey, how about this today? But it's they're there, and I know they're there. It's they're in the car with me, and we're having a conversation. Even at home, I'll find myself just doing something, and I'll start to talk to them okay, I'm going to cleanse first, and then we're going to have this conversation. And then I find I'll get sidetracked, doing dishes, and then I'm want to talk to them again. I'm okay, let's cleanse. And then we have this whole 5-10 minute chat. So they're my best friends now.
Awesome.
Again, I was an only child. So now I'm I wasn't an only child. I had friends with me the whole time. I wasn't alone the whole time.
Yes, that's very reassuring, right? To know that we're not alone.
Yeah.
What else was I going to ask you? Oh, yeah. So do you feel that you have more trust in that communication now compared to the beginning?
Yeah, I do. And even now, if I hear something strange, I'll come back and say, now, did you guys tell me that? And if I get an answer, then I go with that. And if not, I have to go, okay, did I say that? So,
yeah. So you have a means of being able to discern that, and that's huge.
Yes. Yes. Wow. And that's amazing, because I wanted their advice, and not just to know it's always me. Because if they have a bigger overview, I'd kind of like to see what they have in mind for me. And I like that one thing you said was there are no bad choices. There's a good and maybe a better. And even if I take the good choice over them, they'll still love and support me and help me in the manner. And we just take a different road. We just take a different fork in the road rather than this fork.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with people that are maybe considering signing up for the course?
Just do it. It's wonderful. You won't You won't be disappointed. The group sessions are so much fun. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoy getting to know other people that feel the same way as I do. Like, I'm not crazy. And then you have new friends that you can talk to because your family might not understand you. So it was definitely worth it, and people should just do it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's my favorite part as well, is like doing those group calls and really connecting with people. And I think that is a healing in itself, to be surrounded by like-minded people. And you're not alone in that, and you're not alone with your angels too. So
yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Julie.
Oh, thanks.
Hi, everyone. I'm here with my client, Debbie, who lives in Missouri, and she has recently completed the Communicate with Your Angels online course. And I know you shared with me, Debbie, that you kind of started out on this journey around 2019. So what was your experience of your spiritual connection like at that time?
Well, what was going on was I did not know I had a personal team. I had no clue that they even existed. And then when I heard about that, with your course and stuff, I was like, what? What is she talking about? And I thought, this is kind of interesting. Maybe I should check this out. And apparently my team was nudging me to do it, and I didn't even know it.
I'm sure they were. So what did you learn in the course, and how did it help you in your life?
Well, when I first started, I was scared. And also I was wondering, how can I do this? And one thing, it was interesting, you made it look so easy. And so I noticed I was trying so hard to do this, and that wasn't making a difference, it wasn't helping me. So I just decided, okay, I'm just going to make this easy and just let whatever happen. And then it was like, whoa, it was amazing what went on, because you don't want to try so hard, and just let it happen.
What is your communication with your angels like now?
There was a situation I put in like $200 for this event, and I kept wondering if this is something I should do. And I asked them, and they said no. So I'm like, oh, okay, because by doing that, and that soon, I got my $200 back. And otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten my $200 back. So they've helped me with money, and they've helped me make big decisions in my life. And some of them I'm thinking, really? But I listen to them, because I know they know more than I do. And I know they know me better than I know myself.
How practical, I'm getting covered in chills as I say that, how practical is that, for people watching, to know you can avoid those little mistakes and really be in the right place at the right time? Do you feel like things are flowing more smoothly in your life as a result of this?
Yes, well, definitely, because I can ask them. I feel like I can calm down more, because I'm the type of person that gets nervous. And I can just feel like, and fear and all this comes in at me. And I just feel like by talking to them, they really help relax me and make me feel better. And also that I can connect with them, because I like being in that high energy, and I'm starting to know when I'm not. And I do not like that at all. And it's really obvious, because I go up, wavy, up and down and up and down. And it's like, wow, I know I'm not where I'm to be. I need to get back up high so I can hear my personal team.
Yeah, I love that. You learn how to notice and keep your state more relaxed and more clear. And so many people could use that right now so that we can stay positive more of the time, you know?
And you need that.
Yes,
Your
definitely.
body, my heart needs that right
Mhm.
now. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be so helpful for a lot of people to hear, because there's a lot of very sensitive people. You're a feeler, right? So feelers pick up energy much more strongly than some other types. So it's really important. Well, Debbie, is there anything else that you would share with somebody who's considering signing up for the course? What would you share with them?
I'd say you will not regret it. And you're a great teacher. I mean, you make things look easy, and you're caring, and you love what you do. I can tell that. I can feel it, that you love what you do. Plus, you know, you help us. You help us to make it easy. And to me, no, you know, it's like, I wish I had done it sooner, and I wish I had known my personal team sooner. But, you know, I'm really grateful I know them now.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.